The 2-2. High fly ball lifted out to deep left field. This ball is fair and gone. It's a home run for the St. Louis native Scott Van Slyke.
Did you see where that ball landed? It was close to the building in left field. Got a little slider, like middle of the plate, and he's always been a power guy, and he ran into that one. That ball was long gone.
Bases are loaded. Base hit could tie it up. Or put them on top. His second of the day, Scott Van Slyke. Grand slam. Well, if you're trying to make an impression early, Scott Van Slyke just did it. And unfortunately, on the Cardinal side, Jordan Schaefer has not. Been a very tough inning for him. 2 home runs. He's driven in 5.
For the last few years, getting a handful of at-bats each year. Last year, his career high with 14 games with the Astros. But he's had at least an at-bat each of the last 5 seasons. Into left field, ball carrying well, drifting back Stevenson, Max Stasi, home run! The Astros get on the board as Stasi hits a 2-run home run.
We talked about pitchers and catchers showing up early. Max Stasi showed up with that group of pitchers and catchers. Maybe got a little extra cage time. Does a good job of getting the barrel out on this center cut fastball. Turns on it. Nice and quiet with the hands. You can see that front foot going out. Not too much of a load, but with the hands staying back, able to see that ball a little bit longer and just throws the barrel at it.
But I would think AJ is close to bringing in the next wave of players in this game. JD gets under one, sends it to the left. This ball carrying Stevenson to the wall. This ball's gone. JD Davis looked like he may have been jammed on that pitch and hits it well enough to get it out for a 3-2 lead and a solo home run.
I'm with you. We'll have to watch the replay, but it looked like he got that off his right bicep and hammered it out of here. But you get the ball elevated. We talk about launch angles, and this is a pretty healthy launch angle. He brought the hands in. It actually probably got more of the barrel on it than we saw. A little bit of a bat flip there, but once you get it elevated here at the Fit Team ballpark of the Palm Beaches, that wind pushing from right field to left field got it out of here.
Of course, you get a lot of coaching help. He's in Double-A. Alan Mills was the pitching coach there. He's now the bullpen coach for the Orioles.
That ball's crushed to left, back on at Mullins, and that ball's going to go. Kevin Padlow looking for a pitch out over the plate on 3-2. He didn't miss. There's a 2-run home run, and now 6-0 Tampa Bay.
Well, Donnie almost got him on the changeup, the 3-2 change, the pitch before. He was able to fight it off and get this pitch. Take a look. Stayed up, stayed in that middle third, and he got the head to it. The ball was powdered to left field.
Left field. Back on it is Sanchez, and now some Canyon. That ball is gone. And the youngsters get it done here in the ninth. Opposite field home run makes it 6-3 Tampa Bay.
He swings up. Man, there's some offensive prospects for sure in this organization. Cisco, top prospects in all of baseball. It's an opposite field power. Driving it the other way. Get the O's on the board finally.
Well, DJ Stewart got it started, then Mountcastle, and here's Cisco.
Look out this swing. Man, oh man. Keeping the front side closed, tracking the ball deep, and then just covering the baseball. That's a big ball going the other way.
High fly ball to right.
This ball's got a chance. Get up, ball, and gone. How about that? Welcome to the Blue Jays, Curtis Granderson.
You know, don't read too much in Granderson leading off. At least that was the message that we heard today. They just wanted to get him up there and get him a couple of at-bats right away. And he can tell you, he could still pull. It looked like a breaking ball from Pivetta. He stays back, waits for it to break, and it's a hanger over the middle of the plate. Then the wind is blowing out, helps it to get out of here and give the Blue Jays a quick lead.
There's a fly ball to right. Jonathan Davis at the wall, and this ball is gone. Danny Ortiz, the left fielder from Philadelphia, has put the Phils on the board with a leadoff home run here in the 8th.
Well, when you fall behind, I don't care what league it is, minor leagues, major leagues, A-ball, double-A, big leagues, you fall behind, you got to come into some big league hitters, and this is going to happen. Ball just cut over the middle of the plate, stayed over there for Ortiz. Davis thinks he has a shot at it, but he just runs out of room.
Hats with the SD logo on them, and that stands for the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, where the unthinkable tragedy unfolded just recently. And we'll have more on this story with Andre coming up in a little while, but just wanted to make sure everybody was aware that's what that was all about. As yonder Alonso tees off on his first swing in an Indians uniform and blasts one out of here to put the Tribe on top, 1-0.
Welcome to the Tribe.
Think he'll fit right in?
Well, I'll tell you what. He's been throwing a lot of fastballs first pitch, and Alonso says, I'm waiting for it. And I don't think he could have started any better than that one swing right there. That'll certainly make him feel better about himself getting that first hit on the first swing.
The question mark, though, for the Indians, they lost 7 free agents last year, and the bullpen was part of that. So Terry Francona, they went out and they signed Danny Otero to a 2-year deal to keep him around because they're looking towards next year as well, where they'll lose another 6 possible free agents. So there's a lot of turnover going on here with the Indians.
That ball driven into deep right field by Tucker Barnhart, and that one flies out of here. Home run by Tucker, and the Reds have a 2-1 lead. Tucker, of course, winning the Gold Glove Award for his defensive excellence. But, Chris, we talked so frequently during last year how he's become more than just a competent offensive player.
Well, if he does more of this, he'll get out of that number 8 spot, I'll tell you that. You know, there are a lot of people who saw Tucker play in the minor leagues and said, you know, this young man is just too small to play. You know, the Reds are looking for options because right now the best prospects in the Reds organization are pitchers. And what they don't have are a lot of middle infielders at the top of the food chain.
Brandon Dixon skies one into left field. And that is way out of here. Holy Moses.
That was a Steve Balboni home run.
Yes.
You remember Bye-Bye Balboni?
Sure.
He used to hit him so high that the shortstop would call for the ball backing up. Then the left fielder would call for the ball backing up, and they would end up somewhere in the upper deck. Watch how high this ball comes off his bat.
He's a young man who came over along with Jose Peraza and Scott Schebler, part of that 3-team trade that the Reds sent Todd Frazier to the White Sox in December of 2015.
Once we get going, we'll be able to get in position to allow guys to have 2 days off between, particularly the relievers, between their outings, and they're going to be feeling a little stronger when they get out there. So I think it'll get back to normal quickly.
Craig Stamets, I think.
Stamets
is just
go ahead, Indians on the board.
Well, I told Carl when he came over here I was going to ask him about nothing but the home runs that were given up by his guys.
No, let's talk about their guy. It's Arizona.
Well, and that's what, you know what? Rick said that early in the game. The wind was blowing out the right.
That's exactly right. The air's a little lighter, the wind's blowing out, and, you know, they're tough days out here in spring training.
That ball hit a long way into deep right center field. That wind will continue to push it, and it will push it out of here onto the lawn. So Herrera drives one to right center, and the Reds get one of those runs back, and the lead swells to 2.
Herrera is only 25 years old. That's a pretty good swing right there. Wind aided, no doubt. Has a high leg lift. Gets his foot down on time. Boy, the ball carrying well to right center field. You know, teams will move around players like Herrera. You know, mid-20s, hasn't spent any time in the major leagues, hasn't really spent a lot of time at AAA, but will offer some good what they call organizational depth.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny how this game, you know, it comes back in full circle, kind of. And the reason why I say that is Fernando Tatis Jr., right? His dad is known for hitting 2 grand slams in 1 inning off of Chan-Ho Park, who now works for the Padres.
Fly ball struck pretty well to right field. Perkins going back at the wall, and that ball is gone. Fernando Tatis Jr. takes that one out of the yard. And the Padres are within a run. A home run for Tatis. Oh, welcome sight that is. A drive to right field out of the yard.
2 stops last year in Fort Wayne, A-ball, San Antonio, AA ball, all told 22 home runs on the season. This one's to the opposite field, and you know what? Wind blown, probably wind aided, I should say, but still, look how far it goes over the bullpen. I think that Tatis Jr. has that opposite field power. Sure, the wind's helping it out a little bit, but a couple things. One is the kid's got some pop, and going the opposite way with some authority is nice to see as well.
He had a pretty good view of the beard at the wedding, I hear.
I was close.
Yeah.
Since I was officiating the wedding.
How about that?
What an honor. An absolute honor. And his beautiful wife, Courtney, was the one that asked me. And Justin was there when she asked. And my wife said, you have to say yes.
There's a drive to left field. And Justin Turner hits it out of here to open his spring training. That was a familiar sound and a familiar result for Justin Turner. The Dodgers strike first.
Up fastball by the chin, a little knockdown, then an up fastball by the letters that Justin deposited in the left field bullpen of the Dodgers. Gets on top of this ball, doesn't pop it up. Nice solid swing. Sounded like a 300-yard drive.
We're going to kick off 2018 season with let's go back and talk about our rap song.
High drive off the bat of Tim Anderson. Kemp running out of room. Anderson with a 3-run shot to give the White Sox the lead against C.C. Lee.
Advantage hitters in Arizona. The thin air makes the ball travel farther, and it also makes it harder to break the ball to get it off the barrel of the bat. This ball was pretty much skied, and I think in the regular season at sea level, probably a routine out on the warning track, but right now here in the spring with the wind blowing out the left, routine home run.
When I talked to you the other day, you said it was your expectation to make this team. You're a guy that doesn't have any options, so if you don't make this team, you have to give them permission to send you to the minors. What are you looking forward to most as far as getting out of this spring training?
I'll tell you, I would love to make the team.
PK just goes deep. There you go. That'll help with the run support and getting you guys back on the board. Go ahead.
I would love to make the team. They got awesome players. Like, it's like a family. I would love to be around those guys.
How were the nerves coming into this game? Obviously, a lot to prove for you.
Yeah, I was nervous, but after the first pitch, everything goes away.
Really nice outing. We appreciate your time. Congrats.
Thank you.
Tie game in the third. A chance for Kemp to break it. Turner at third and Bellinger at second. Here comes another 2-2 pitch. And Kemp rifles one to left center field. Matt Kemp with a 3-run shot. And the Dodgers have retaken the lead at 6-3.
Matt was out in front of a lot of breaking balls earlier in that count, but stayed alive with some routine foul balls. This one, he stays back just long enough to catch that slider out front. Enough swing left to power that ball out of here.
The biggest thing that I want to do is just work on my consistency. I think, you know, being in the middle of the order for the Los Angeles Dodgers, you want to be consistent, and that's what I'm going to try and do all year this year.
And what about defensively? Alex Verdugo was just in this dugout saying that you have telephone arms. Logan Forsythe going deep. You guys are doing well with the long. Now you have to stay here the entire inning as Logie just goes deep. But Alex Verdugo was saying you have telephone arms defensively, and you're making it look so easy. What do you want to do to improve your defensive game?
I just want to be a rock over there, whether it's picking a ball for my shortstop, second baseman, third baseman, or you know, not what I just did last inning. I just want to make every play that comes to me and that can hit my glove.
15 pounds of extra weight, but it's a good weight. How have you noticed that play at all as you've taken the field for the first time this spring?
Yeah, I feel stronger. If I can maintain this throughout the whole year, you know, it's going to be great for me. I feel great in batting practice. The ball's jumping off my bat a little more than it did last year, and like I said, if I can maintain it, it's going to be fun.
Looking forward to see what you have in your sophomore season. Thanks for your time, Cody.
Big guy, 6'5", about 230 pounds.
Watch where you hold his hands, and you'll see that, oh boy.
And he swings and lifts a deep drive out into right center field, and this one is going to go. So he got a build-up from us, and he lived up to it. Unfortunately for Tropiano, that is a 2-run homer for Olsen. And now the Oakland A's have a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the first.
Well, Olsen did hit 5 home runs in 22 at-bats against the Angels last year. Drove in 8 runs, and there's an example as to why. Those hands are out, covering the plate, but before you know it, he tucks them in, and just when you think you're going to sneak that fastball in on him, those hands come in, and the barrel flies out.
Connor Justice waiting on deck. He got a base hit for the Angels.
And here's the pitch. This ball's driven deep into center field. It's carrying out in center field, and it's gone. Out of here, a home run. Colin Walsh on a 3-1 pitch has just hit a 3-run homer, and that will put the Angels on top 8-7.
No, what a better way for a guy trying to get his foot in the door with the Angels as a backup infielder. He's bounced around many organizations and come in today and immediately show that versatility from the batter's box and use the big part of the field to take it on, extend it, and go way back, giving the Angels a lead here.